All right, welcome. Today we're going to start talking about the college app essay. This is one of the most challenging parts of the college application process, at least in my experience. And one reason is we just don't teach students to write this way. You think about most of the assignments you have in your high school career, and you're hardly ever writing about yourself. And so when students are confronted with this high stakes essay that they feel like is going to determine their future, naturally, they get pretty anxious. They get pretty concerned about how they're going to do. And there's a lot of stress that accompanies that. My job here, my goal is to help you avoid that stress, to help you get through this process without undue anguish, and to end up on the other side of it with a great choice for you for your college career. That's the whole point of this. And I'm just going to start right now by saying one of the main reasons I like to help students and young people with this process is because the process is so unfair. It is so unfair that we throw you guys at 17 and 18 years old into this process by which you are judged on criteria that you don't even fully understand, that you're not allowed to fully see or appreciate. And you end up feeling like you're being judged and either accepted or rejected as a person. That's not the way this college process is supposed to make you feel. That's not the ideal here. I wish if we could redesign this from the ground up, we would not put you kids through this. But this is the process we have. It's a deeply unfair system. It's a system that causes more anguish and anxiety and depression and self-esteem issues among young people. And all of that is unwarranted. But nevertheless, this is the system we have, and I'm going to help you with it. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and how I can help you. Okay? So first of all, my name is John Vella. In the classroom, I go by Dr. Vella, and I am a veteran teacher of 15 years at an elite high school. Over that time, I would estimate that I have helped over 1,000 students with their college essays. That is a lot of experience. Over the last 15 years, I have, especially the last 10 years, when I've been teaching seniors, I have graded, or not so much graded, but helped students with, edited, assessed, and offered them suggestions for improvement. Over 1,000 essays in those years. Now, my real specialty, my real expertise is with two particular kinds of essays. First of all, the Common App. The Common App personal statement questions. Almost everyone who's applying to a college in the United States now has to write one of these Common App personal statements. Okay, that's my first main area that I can help with. Number two is the UC, University of California, personal insight questions. Okay. Residents of California, applicants to the UC system, are all required to write 4 personal insight questions. Okay? These are the main things I can offer you some help with. Now, in this introductory video, what I want to tell you about are the kinds of videos that I'm going to be releasing over the next several weeks and the kind of resources and one-on-one consultations that I'll offer and that you can avail yourselves of. Okay? So that's a little bit about who I am. Let me say a little bit about how I can help. How I can help. Okay? The first thing I can help you with is developing a schedule. It's early in the school year right now, so many of you might not be thinking about this right now, but you honestly, for the fall semester, you have to think about the college application process as yet another course you are taking. It's basically, if you're on a 6-period schedule, this is your 7th course, okay? And I know that is painful to hear. I am sorry that it requires so much work of you, but the fact is that you need to treat this almost like another class. It's a class with deadlines, it's a class with assignments, it is another class. The most challenging thing about this class, though, is it's basically an independent study. You're all on your own. Well, that's why I'm here, so you don't feel like you're all on your own. So you feel like there's someone guiding you through this and giving you some direction, okay? So I'm gonna help you develop a schedule. That's gonna be whether you apply early action, early decision, which is the November 1 deadline, if you apply to the UCs on November 30th, or if you apply to most private colleges will be sometime between either December 15th and January 15th. A lot of them fall around January 1st. But I'm gonna help you develop a schedule. Now that's a schedule for developing drafts of your personal statement, starting to work on your supplements, and making sure you give yourself enough time to edit and refine your application, okay? That's one of the main ways I can help you. So many students get overwhelmed by the schedule, and they find themselves on October 31st, they come home from Halloween trick-or-treating, if kids still trick-or-treat at your age, I'm not sure. I know teenagers still go out for Halloween. Whether they trick-or-treat or not is beyond me. But I hear of students all the time who come home October 31st from school or from Halloween events, and they're putting the finishing touches on their personal statement that's due the next day. I don't want you to end up in that position. That's terrible. That's a worst case scenario. Let me help you avoid that, okay? We will come up with a schedule, okay? Number 2, the second main way I can help you is I can help you engage in self-reflection. As I said, one of the most challenging parts of this writing task is that it's asking you to write about yourself. And most of us are not very comfortable with that. Most of us would rather write an essay on Hamlet or Oedipus or do a physics problem set or do any of a number of things rather than write about ourselves, okay? So I want to give you some tools to help you engage in this process of self-reflection, because this self-reflection is going to end up helping you to develop what's going to be the raw material of your essays. We need to find out where your story is, where your personal story resides, and how to best bring that out and showcase who you are, okay? So that's one of our steps, is to engage in that self-reflection, all right? And then finally, the final main way I can help is to help you develop your essays and refine your essays. How to develop them and how to refine them. How to get them to a first draft, through to a second, third, and then final. Okay? Those are the 3 main ways I can help students. And I hope that these free resources that I'm putting up on my YouTube page are helpful for you. If you find them helpful, I also do private consultations with students. And usually these are done remotely on Zoom or FaceTime or some other platform. But I do want to let you know that I'm available for one-on-one consultations. If you are interested in what I have to say and you feel like this speaks to you and would be helpful for you, then I want to encourage you to seek out that help. I will tell you, I've been a teacher for 15 years. One of the most rewarding parts of my teaching career has been helping students through this process and celebrating with them when they get to the other side. When the application acceptances come in and they start realizing that the process has been successful, they are on their way to college, a place that fits them and that they're excited about. That, honestly, as a teacher, that is one of the most thrilling and rewarding parts of my career, because it lets me know that I played a part in a young person reaching their goals and getting to the next step in their life and in their scholarship. That is a really powerful role that a person can play in that process. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to say here in this introductory video. I thank you very much for watching, and please keep an eye out for further videos to come. If you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. There'll be more content coming basically throughout the college application season through my YouTube channel. Okay? And for those who are interested, not everybody is, but I know some people are, the heading was written using a Pilot Parallel, the 3.8 millimeter, so that's the thicker one, but not the thickest. And the ink I used there was Noodler's Le Couleur Royale. And for those interested here too, the notes I took using a Lamy 2000 fountain pen. This is a fine nib. And the ink color is J. Harbin, Poussière de Lune. I believe that's supposed to translate to moon dust. It's this kind of dusky purple that is just gorgeous. Believe me, not all of my fountain pen inks are in French or have French names, but by coincidence, the two I chose for today do. All right, this is Dr. Vella signing out. You be well, folks.